Like, that's really the only thing. But hey, LeBron James' career, you know what I'm saying? Jay Varez, you've been making mad videos. You've been putting in pain. I love these shits.
I always told my team I'm trying to do my best to try to bring it home, man. Man, if it weren't for these fans here, man, this is special. This is big. This is the biggest thing I've ever done.
You want to be the best?
Yeah.
I read somewhere you said you want to be best defender, best shooter, best. What do you have to improve on between now and
freshman and sophomore years?
Maybe getting stronger defensively and shooting the three. I don't want nobody to pass me. I mean, they say I'm the best player in the country, and I wanted to keep it that way for the next 2 years. I just wanted to play my game. My game is I can score, but I can pass too, and I can read.
Damn, that's all he told me he had here.
I can do so many things that can help my team win, and that's what I did.
Well, I don't know if he's ready for the NBA now. I think he can compete in the NBA and compete favorably if he were to go right now. He's certainly as good as some of the underclassmen that left college early and are in the NBA as we speak.
A lot of passion, and it makes me work even harder.
At a young age, MJ Magic.
It's great to be compared to some of the greats. And when I look at that, I say I want to be like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
And it's crazy how, like, you're like, a lot of people get compared to them, but they never on that level. He's on that level.
Not on the court, but off the court.
You talk about LeBron James. It's been a runaway freight train. The Express with hype. It has started 2 years ago. And all I know is if he's half as good as all I've heard about him, he is going to be one special athlete.
On the highlight reel, Fighting Irish, give it right back. Ariza loses the handle. James, it was about a foot over the rim. Here we go. Look at the crowd.
Oh my God, his head is above the rim. Yeah, no ass, nigga. No ass. What you talking about?
Right away trying to be a leader. But if they get that to me, I know how to be a leader. But I'm just going to accept my role until I have to do something. You know, I'm just going to try to get our team better every day.
The big winner of the NBA draft lottery, the Cleveland Cavaliers. As it came down to the final pick, Russ Granick, the deputy commissioner, pulled out the Cleveland Cavaliers card. The owner of this team, he's given so much to the Cleveland NFL of the year, and there you go.
You already had the. That's funny.
LeBron James jersey.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
That was 20 years ago. God damn. God damn, that was 20 years ago.
We got better players than him in his position already on our team, though. His potential is probably...
That's crazy. How you doubt the boy? You didn't even get a ring. That's crazy. It's cool, though.
I don't think you can really just bring a high school player in and really just think your team gonna really turn around.
I don't know how you getting offended. Like,
Regular season game tonight. Welcome, everybody.
It did look. 35 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds.
On the run, this is his best part of the game. And there's his first assist.
And y'all lost.
And he starts it with a strong rebound.
And y'all lost this game.
LeBron James' first shot is good.
A 1 second difference. Jefferson's pass tipped away. Here's James forcing his way in. Jefferson up jumper.
That's his first season too.
Rebound. James extending.
Jerseys barely fit on niggas back then.
James to the rim.
Been an excellent offensive player. I think Paul Silas has been imploring him to play better.
Rookie of the year, 20 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and he's still doing that. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
At 6'8", guard from the Cleveland
All-Star, he had
Cavaliers.
13 points, 8
Voted as a
rebounds,
starter
6
in his
assists.
first All-Star appearance, LeBron James.
Here's James for 3.
56?
Are you kidding me? LeBron James with 56.
Wow, this is an absolutely spectacular performance. Unbelievable.
Damn, 27, 7, and 2? What the fuck?
My goodness, you can see that one coming.
Do you think LeBron James can carry this team into the playoffs?
He's going to have to. He don't have much choice. I think the great thing about LeBron James, he is so talented. It's a lot of burden for a guy that young, but
he's got big shoulders.
You know, the problem, though, is he's had those big games, and the reality is that this team is not winning.
Mike Brown has some talent to work with. Somewhat of a surprise when he was named head coach of the Cavaliers. But anytime you can focus on a young man like LeBron James, it's not a bad thing. LeBron James still just 20 years old. He will not turn 21.
With 29
still 20.
points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists, and a host of other intangibles, is the
I think that changed
MVP
already
in the history of the NBA All-Star Game. Congratulations.
I think that changed already. And this player to score 5,000 points.
Now become the youngest man in the history of the NBA to hit the 5,000 point barrier with 5 left. James for the jumper for the win.
Who won MVP this year? Who won MVP this year? Somebody put that in the comment section down below. Because if you get 31, 7, and 6, bro, and you still get second place in MVP, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Run the clock.
That's crazy.
Pass the basketball. James. Oh my. The defender was looking for help. There is no help here, Mike. Can go up over him if he wants. Fakes right. Goes left. Bends in over Ruffin.
Sheesh.
Got it to go. Timeout Washington. 5.7 to go. LeBron James hit the big shot. Foul James. LeBron to the hoop for the win.
Another game winner. Goddamn.
The Cavaliers have won it.
You don't say he's not clutch. Come on now.
I'm lost for words right now, Lisa. I don't know how we did it, you know, to come in this environment and win a ball game for a young team like ourselves, for a non-playoff experienced team. This shows how far we've grown from the regular season.
All of Detroit's starting 5 in double figures. They are a team in every sense.
This is rookie contract too, like that. Like,
all but 6 of their points came from starters. Looked like Detroit was headed to their second straight rout, but Cleveland made them work hard to the 2-love lead.
This guy has been absolutely sensational and magnificent. He's either too strong, too fast, or too athletic for everybody. You can just look at LeBron James right now. You can't knock anybody for an inability to stop this kid. He's that great, that special.
no ads. Get off out of here.
79-61. LeBron James going home for the 2005-2006 season. But the Cavaliers really struggle. 30.8% from the floor, 1 of 12 from
At
beyond
least he got
the arc.
waves. I forgot he had waves. 27, 6, and 6. Second team All NBA. How you get a second team All NBA getting numbers like that? It makes no sense, bro.
97-90, it's all over. Cavs first ever
It makes no
sweep
sense, bro.
in the playoffs, and LeBron ends up with 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. Ilgauskas close to a 20-20.
For Cleveland, it is a night to celebrate. 1976 it happened, 1992, and then 2007 for the 3rd time ever. And LeBron's first time, the Cavaliers are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron had a path to the basket, maybe where he could have gotten there and gotten fouled. But Steve, you talked about he hadn't shot a free throw all night long.
But you have to question
Sheesh.
LeBron James not attacking
1 for 9
the
is
rim.
crazy.
48 points for LeBron James. He has scored
48, 29 of the last 30.
5 points for Cleveland.
It's going to be well documented, well talked about for a long time. We're going to remember LeBron James' performance last night. Tied 3rd all-time performance on the road in the conference final, NBA final 48
Niggas want
points.
to talk about, oh, you see Jordan's tape. Yeah, it's special. But did you just see LeBron shits too, bro?
Just amazing, just phenomenal.
Like, do you really see how LeBron be taking over sometimes? He should have
And
been
if we
doing
can get
it
it down
more.
to the 4th quarter, I always
Come
told
on.
my team I'm gonna try to do my best to try to bring it home. And man, if it weren't for these fans here, man, this is special. This is big. This is the biggest thing I've ever done.
Marshall throws it down. Damon Jones.
Like, he publicly said, yo, my team is whack, but I'm gonna do my thing. Like, he publicly said that shit, like, nigga.
Away.
And then you get swept by the Spurs. Like, what more can you do, bro?
The San Antonio Spurs are NBA champions once again. Their 4th title in 9 years.
He's 22 years old. He's getting to the finals way ahead of Michael Jordan. This kid came.
Like, with who? With who? With who, my nigga? Come on,
into the
son.
league with more scrutiny than anyone. He handled it very, very
With
well.
who, bro?
It seems his teammates like to play with him. This is a very good development.
Pressure off the
for
rip.
NBA.
Still playing the same exact way, bro. Come on.
He goes all the way. Woo! LeBron James with that change of pace move to give the East a 2-point lead.
Pierce turns it over. Bounce pass to LeBron.
Youngest ever 10 bands.
LeBron James, youngest player ever to reach 10,000 career points.
LeBron the crossover. Right down Euclid. Star!
There it is. The king of Akron is now the king of Cleveland basketball.
LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer in Cavaliers history.
James played by
Scoring
Howard.
champion. 30
Able to
points.
stay on the floor with the 5 fouls. Nice. A change of pace.
On TNT. Breakaway for the Cavs. Gives it to LeBron.
Sheesh.
When this ball went up in the air, I
Taj
said,
Gibson.
Watch this. That ball's up above the top of the
Oh my God.
6 for 24, but as we mentioned, remember last year against Detroit, he struggled first couple of games. They were 0-2 down to the Pistons in the conference finals.
That team was made to stop LeBron.
Dominating playoff shows we've seen.
They switch it. Here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend.
Oh,
LeBron James, with no regard for human life, has given the Cavaliers their biggest lead tonight.
The Celtics are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2002. What a tough defeat for
45.
LeBron James. The
Like,
spectacular
come on, bro. Come on, bro. We wonder why he left.
performance after what was a spectacular season for him.
Come on, bro.
5.5 seconds remaining. LeBron James will just throw it in, and he'll walk off with a double nickel. 55 points.
55. 9 assists. Come on.
Off his career best. Season high for LeBron James.
Off the Ben Wallace screen. Now Josh Smith.
And he's not even getting the MVP, and he's putting up numbers like that. Who's beating him? Like, that shit's crazy.
Oh, my. The thunder of a LeBron James one-hander.
You know, this is where legends are born, and this is where teams are made and make history.
32, 11, and 7.
To get the first round out
This
of
is
the
not
way,
one game. This is
give us a
multiple
little bit
games,
more
bro.
time to get a little bit of rest, but we got to make sure that we continue to do the things that we need to do.
Leading teams as a youngin', bro.
And you guys mean just as much to this MVP trophy than my 14 teammates, than my coaching staff, than my family. You guys have a big part in this MVP trophy also.
They are the first team since the Miami Heat in 05 to sweep its first 2 series games. And they did it in double figures. So they have won 8 straight playoff games.
I feel like I continue to get better every year. I continue to bust my butt in off season to get ready. I look for
If this shit happened, bro, yo, well, that would have been crazy, bro.
us competing for
That would
NBA
have been
championship
crazy.
this year. On us trying to get better for the long-term goal. Short-term goal, we want to just continue to get better every night.
That would have been
Williams
crazy.
will throw in. Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win.
Bam.
Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer. The Orlando Magic have defeated
Damn.
the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they are headed to the finals for the
Like, what
first
can you do?
time since 1995.
He packed himself up, got him up out of there.
If somebody beat you up, you're not gonna congratulate them on beating you up. That don't make sense. It don't make sense to me. I'm a competitor, and that's what I do. It don't make sense for me to go over shake some.
Boy was stressed out. This is the start of his hairline going.
I don't think he's a winner. I ask you again, what has he
wasn't
won?
a winner in this
well, that's
series.
what I'm saying, but he hasn't won anything in 6 years now, to the point that I don't see that he has winners.
Who did he had help?
intangibles.
He had no
LeBron
help.
James was asked to do so many chores for this Cleveland
help.
Cavaliers team. Asked to lead the team in scoring, rebounding, assists, do all of the interviews, get to the free throw line, and also sell tickets. Ultimately, that's too much of a responsibility for one player.
LeBron James, but it is also others. I mean, Delonte West immediately into the game.
No!
That was nasty.
Talk to me.
Shot clock is down to 5. Nice fake by James. Oh, he stuffs. LeBron James puts him.
Well, click, click, get ready for your comeback.
Yeah, eliminated by Derrick Rose. God damn. That was probably when Derrick Rose won MVP. Oh, nope, lied.
To give LeBron James the 2009-10 NBA MVP presented by
He knew his hairline was going, so he tried to grow his hair.
His trophy.
The worst home playoff loss in Celtics history.
Sheesh.
By 29. And take a 2-1 lead, the Cavs will.
The Seeds, the first to win back-to-back in the series, handing the Cavs their worst home playoff loss in team history. Boston can close the door Thursday night.
15 points? What the fuck was you doing?
And the speculation will certainly start about LeBron James and whether or not he will re-sign with Cleveland or go somewhere else. And as Jeff mentions, it could have a huge effect on coaching staff, on front office, on other players. That remains to be
Look at
seen.
this. What more can you do? What more can you really
He's
do,
the
bro?
fake MJ. He can't stand up to the pressure. The higher the expectations, the worse.
And then look how he's criticized after doing that. Like, I gotta,
he performed.
like,
LeBron James was made for the regular season, but come postseason time, he's the most overrated, overhyped superstar.
I have no plans at this point. I've made no plans. As an individual, I'm gonna continue to get better throughout the offseason like I always do. And I'll come back a better player next season and still have the same goals.
There were rumors that Delonte West had slept with LeBron James' mom. But him saying, I don't say nothing bad about someone's parent, so not at all. Yeah, I mean, right? It reads like he's admitting it.
Mike Brown has been fired as coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are now pondering a very uncertain future, as along with looking for a new coach, they face the possibility of losing LeBron James to free agency in July.
But after another disappointing end in the playoffs, the dominoes continue to fall today with Ferry and the Cavs parting ways. Ferry was the Cavs GM for the past 5 years, the most successful period in franchise history.
No cap. They got him up out of there.
Towards joining Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Sheesh. Imagine if you went to one of these teams, bro.
With the Miami Heat, thus adding another sad chapter to the city of Cleveland's devastating sports history. Chris Broussard, 80%, he says, LeBron heading to Miami, although Bob Holtzman is reporting that the Heat have not heard from LeBron.
I would have went to Miami, though, because Miami's the best place outside of basketball.
LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami. The worst thing that could ever happen to Cleveland. This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me.
And this is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. Like, that's crazy.
He personally guarantees that the Cavaliers will win an NBA championship before LeBron does. He goes on to say this shocking act of disloyalty from our homegrown.
And the crazy part is, the next time they won a championship, he was on the team. So it's like
chosen one calls him the self-proclaimed king.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I remember those times.